We're now being joined live on the news by Elvis Akpobi, Executive Director, Not Too Young to Lead Initiative, to help us assess the political landscape in Nigeria for the year 2023. Good afternoon. Glad to have you join me.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Now, how would you assess or describe the political climate in Nigeria for the year 2023?
It has been intriguing. It has been a lot of, for me, I always speak from the perspective of a young person. I'm no longer a youth. It has been disappointing, but still, we're not giving up as young people because it's only Nigerians that can make Nigerians better. And the future of Nigeria lies in our hands, the young people, because we have a larger demographic and our actions and inactions will determine how Nigeria will look like in the nearest future. Let me start from the electioneering. During 2023, we saw the fact that we needed to elect people who will determine, who will make policies that will either make or mar us. At the moment, we don't want to judge. I don't want to judge. At the moment, I still want to give time for people because I know leadership is not it's not an easy task. But everybody who have been elected should know that it's not their right. They were contracted governance with votes. People voted to make them whoever they are today, and it's like your trademark, how you fared in the next 4 years, 3 to 4 years, we'll be electing people again. And from what happened in the previous election, you should know that Nigerians are now becoming aware. The electoral umpire, our next advocacy is for the electoral umpire to put things that in the books, in the act, into action, into reality, and not tell us something different when something different is in the act. Because for me, nobody's more Nigerian than any Nigerian. We're just privileged to be in different positions.
All right, Elvis, now some big wigs in Nigeria have described the need for young people to be involved in the political space in Nigeria as a necessity. What's the possibility of this?
Yeah, it is. I'm of the school of thought that we can't bend Nigeria into the shape of one, but we can bend the slice of it. The advocacy from different corners, civil society, the Not Too Young to Lead initiative, which I'm the team lead at the moment, I've seen young people getting involved in electoral processes. I've seen young people being appointed into commissioners and ministerial appointments. But what's key the most is the fact that these young persons must know that it's not, the appointment or the election is not a privilege to want to do the things they've been criticizing the older persons against. It's a privilege to change the narrative in our country. Because we keep complaining that Nigeria is not working, but we seem to forget that if we have good citizenry, we'll have good leadership. And if we have good leadership, we'll have a good nation. So for me, despite young persons are now getting involved, for me, I will not support the councillorship elections will be coming up in Delta State, and my own primary constituency. For me, I will not support anybody other than a particular age because the problems we are faced with today are digital problems, and I will not want to subscribe to supporting someone who's not in sync with the digital mindset to want to make policies for people, because the actions and inactions of these people will determine if a particular space, if a particular state, a particular nation will move forward. Today we have the likes of, we have young speakers. I have a friend from Oyo State who is a two-time speaker and he's doing very, very well. I have a young commissioners back in Delta State as friends who are doing very, very well. The present commissioner for environment, Honorable Jaman Niejiro, is a close friend of mine in Delta State, and he's doing very, very well. We have other young people, and I keep telling them each time I engage them that their actions and inactions will either open doors or shut doors for other young people, because
okay, Elvis,
the fact that
let's talk scorecard here. How well do you think Nigerian politicians delivered in the year 2023? Let's look at areas of security, healthcare, education, and also infrastructure.
2023, like I told you, 2023 elected persons. So some persons will tell you that you can't judge them now, owing to the fact that they are still battling with court cases and all that. They seem distracted. But I'll use my state as an example. Delta State, we elected a young governor who's in sync with young people, who knows the different strata of young people, both the rural and urban youth. Like I always say, we have rural youth and urban youth, and their needs differs. And essentially, he already signed an MOU with Julius Berger to construct different flyovers, and the security situation in Delta State, it's okay, crime rate have reduced. And all these keys, what I will encourage him is to focus more on human capital development, because when young people are developed, crime rate reduces. And he has also opened the ladder of social mobility for young people by bringing in young commissioners who are always engaged to and tell them that this is a privilege, this is a springboard to change the dynamics of our state. There's nothing like when you can interface with your peers. And then young Deltans are enjoying this present administration of Right Honorable Sheriff Oborowori. And I think other governors across the country should, emulate him, and, let's get Nigeria working.
All right, thank you so much for your time on the news. Elvis Akpobi, Executive Director, Not Too Young to Lead Initiative. Thank you once again.
Thank you for having me.